Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And why am I not surprised that Colby Covington, aka Cringy Covington, is one of the first to react to Fabricio Werdum failing his USADA drug test and putting his UFC Moscow main event in jeopardy. Now, it was just broke maybe an hour ago that Fabricio Werdum failed his USADA drug test stemming from an out-of-competition sample collected on, I believe, April 25th. Now, with that being said, Colby Covington and Fabricio Werdum have a little bit of a history. A lot of us know, some of you might not. So, if you recall, Colby Covington is a guy who's been saying a lot of negative things about Brazil, calling them filthy animals, saying the place is a dump, pissing off a lot of Brazilian fighters. On top, and not just Brazilians though, Colby Covington is pissing everybody off, whether you're talking about the John Jones fans, he's, calling out his former roommate John Jones, Tyron Woodley, former teammate. He's spoiling movies. He spoiled the new Avengers. He spoiled Star Wars. This guy is literally trying to build his name off of making people hate him. And so he did actually piss off Fabricio Werdum to the point to where when Fabricio Werdum met him in person, he confronted him like, hey, what was that shit you were saying about Brazil and my people and boom boom? And Colby Covington changed, he changed that energy. He didn't keep the same energy in person. He ended up, running away from Fabricio Werdum, playing the game, that you play with your older brother where he's chasing you around the car and you're going around the other side. And then when he comes around that side, you go back the other way because he didn't want no smoke with Fabricio Werdum. So with that being said, Fabricio Werdum, all he had was a hot yellow boomerang in his hand, a souvenir. Chucked that shit at Colby Covington, actually ended up hitting him with the boomerang, and Colby Covington ended up pressing charges on Fabricio Werdum over in Australia, if you guys recall. So that's the backstory into Colby Covington's response to Fabricio Werdum, a former UFC heavyweight champion. He is one of the most respected heavyweights of all time, as well as he's one of the best Brazilian jiu-jitsu players to ever grace the UFC octagon. And now he's failed this USADA drug test, and there goes that. We have to see what's going to happen. Now, he's not guilty yet. We just saw Junior Dos Santos was busted by USADA, and he just got his name cleared. But he was forced out of his fight with Francis Ngannou. That fight was taken away, and it took a little bit of time, but now JDS just got cleared. So that could happen with Fabricio Werdum. This could be a situation where he gets his name cleared, but as of right now, he just got notified of failing that out-of-competition drug test. Also, it's out of competition. It's more of a recovery thing. It's not like he took steroids and got busted for steroids in his fight with Alexander Volkov. Hell, actually, Fabricio Werdum was coming off of a loss to Alexander Volkov. If he wanted to cheat, he probably could have took some special supplements to try and win that fight. But he didn't. He lost the fight and then was on. It doesn't really make sense to lose a fight and then start taking steroids and cheating unless you're just trying to recover, which is what's very possibility what happened, So Fabricio Werdum, it's not like he was cheating in a fight. But hey, man, it is what it is. He still got flagged by USADA. We still got to see how that plays out. But with that being said, Colby Covington is not surprised that Fabricio Werdum failed the drug test. This is what Colby Covington took to Twitter to say, why am I not surprised that a slime bag like Fabricio Werdum is on the juice and pissed hot? You do the crime, you do the time, you filthy animal. Doubling down on his filthy animal remarks. Hashtag boomerang gang, he even added. Hashtag nerdbash 2018. Boomerang gang, that's pretty, it lets you know it's in clear. This is a response to him getting smacked with that boomerang over in Australia, that hot yellow boomerang. Fabricio Werdum, that's really the only street justice we've got on Colby Covington so far as all the shit he's saying about these people online and, people wanting to see if he's keeping that energy. He's clearly not. Colby Covington's clearly not gonna, well, he did with felony Charles Bennett though, right? We saw the smaller felony Charles Bennett and Colby Covington got into a little altercation at that Cam Soda's event, and Colby Covington was willing to push him there. He was surrounded by his friends. Felony Charles Bennett was smaller, but when it came to Fabricio Werdum, he was running around the car and didn't want any smoke, so Fabricio had to chuck that boomerang at him. We saw how that played out, but it looks like Colby Covington might be getting the last laugh, unless Fabricio Werdum either catches him again in some Australian town or wherever they might run into each other, or if Fabricio Werdum comes out and gets his name cleared, as Junior Dos Santos did. So I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're new, and let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for checking out this video. If you want to join the notification gang, make sure you hit subscribe and also hit the bell next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to help this channel reach its full potential, consider hitting the PayPal link in the description or going to patreon.com/fulltimemma and becoming a patron. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.